Hey guys, welcome to Collection TV. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Radiator Springs Friends gift pack from Disney Pixar Cars. This was most likely released for the Cars' 10th anniversary, so congratulations. And on the back it shows all the cars featured in the set, including Luigi, Guido, Hydraulic Ramone, Sarge, Flo, Sally, Cruisin McQueen, Sheriff, Fillmore, Mater, and the exclusive of this set, Lizzie with Radio. Okay, so I've never actually showed a huge set like this other than one time when I reviewed a 12-pack, but I've never actually unboxed a huge set like this, and I'm going to try and keep this package in pretty good condition, so hopefully this opens good for me, because this will make quite a good display, I think, because it has like all the main characters from the original Cars movie in it, except for Doc Hudson. Now, this package is being a little bit of a pain with all this glue. Okay, let's just get this out of here. Okay, that took me a long time to get it out of the box there, but here's the set. So let's get each of these cars unboxed. Whoa-wee. This is going to take a while. Finally got everything out of the package. That took forever. Here is everyone's favorite cop, Sheriff, on the turntable, and he's very, very cool. If you haven't gotten him the last few times he's been released, he is actually kind of different. Here is his original, or not his original, this is the Sheriff that was in the 2012 London Chase set. It was a 12-pack. That's the last time I got Sheriff, and he seems a tiny bit shinier, but that could just be because this one has some dust on it and stuff from being a little bit older. Here's Sally. I couldn't spot any differences on this compared to the one that was in the London Chase 12-pack. A lot of cars that were in that set are also in this set, so they kind of are two big sets that have many similar cars in them. Here's Cruisin McQueen, a very cool car. However, he's definitely released too often because Mattel always finds a way to put him in a series. There's never a series or a year that doesn't have a series that he could go in. There was Lost and Found, there was Radiator Springs. They've actually done Radiator Springs twice, and then this set. Here's the 2014 version single, and he actually does now have flat eyes, unlike before. Here's Flo, a very, very awesome car. Definitely one of my favorite Radiator Springs residents. She has her usual showgirl license plate and doesn't really have any differences from her last release, her release in singles in 2016. Here is the artist, Ramone, who has done it again, made himself a red color, and for some reason they called him hydraulic. However, he's not really hydraulic. His paint job is slightly different than the original one from 2007. However, he is now a flat eye, so if you're counting anything that's a variant, that's definitely something to keep your eyes out for. Speaking of flat eye variants, here's another flat eye variant. This one is actually Guido. Now, Luigi is still has molded eyes. However, Guido is now a flat eye, but I have a disappointment here. I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but if you look by his lip and up on his cap and right here, they all have like imperfections with the paint. I'm quite disappointed in that because I was actually looking forward to getting the flat eye Guido, but here he is compared to the, I believe, 2006 one. And Luigi. Here is Toe Mater, which is of course one of the main characters, and this is a great set for newer collectors because as you can see it really contains some really non-rare cars. Not really any differences compared to the one that was in the Tractor Stampede 5-pack from 2015. Now, Fillmore, in my opinion, of all these variants, Fillmore is the best variant, and the reason why is because the one I have is actually all the way back from 2006. That's right. So I kind of needed a replacement, as you can probably tell, but there's also some variancies as well. So yeah, that's really cool. I finally got that one. Here's Sarge, another one of my favorites in this set because Sarge and Fillmore really aren't that easy to find in stores. They're fairly rare, so you don't see them too often. So I'm really glad that they decided to put these two in this set. And plus, Fillmore and Sarge have like almost never been released in big sets like this. Here is my latest one, which is from Sarge's Boot Camp. As you can see, there's a few differences around the eyes, and also, if you look right here, it's now a unibody where it used to have a piece up on top for the roof. And here's the one everyone has been waiting for that most of you guys probably skipped ahead to, and this is definitely my favorite in the set. It's Lizzie with radio, which is the only new release, and unfortunately Lizzie really has no differences than the 2014 version, probably same with 2015. Here's the 2014 version. I'm really happy. I finally have Lizzie with radio. I'm so excited that I finally got it. And they finally released it too, because this is actually an accessory I've been wanting Mattel to make for some time now. Hey guys, I think it might be getting dark out. I probably should say that again. I think it's getting dark out. Well, I'll see you guys next time.